Hi everyone, this is Dennis from pipsmatter.com and I'm going to be hosting this video for you today. This video is strictly about gold and silver, nothing else, just a quick in and out video to give you as much information as I have on the two beautiful little metals that most of us have on our hands, legs, necks and so forth. Okay, so we're releasing an article, and this is the reason of doing this video. A quick little article about gold, what's happening and where it's going. Now, as you see here, there's a bunch of lines, new high, possible buying zone, free higher bottoms pattern, 50% MPI, and I'm going to explain them all one by one. Let's start from back and go forward. The first part is this here. This is the bull run that ended, the bear run ended the year, last year, 2016, and the bull run started again here in 2017. You can see that it's happened in January. There you go, right there. Okay, established bull run right there. EMA is crossed on the daily chart, established bull run, price from then has gone up plenty. But before it went down, it created this little push down here, right to this 50% MPI with the price 1188. You can see that. So price came here and created the first bottom of the year. Price went up to the next MPI and here to the main MPI, and this is the sub MPI. If you don't know what the MPIs are, just I don't know, contact me and I'll explain. But they're support and resistance levels. So price went down again. Now you don't see an MPI here, but this is the 50%. This is supposed to, it's a mini MPI. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this price level. One sec, that's a mistake. So I'm going to take this price level here because that's the 75% sub MPI, and I'll connect it to this MPI here, and you'll see that the 50% is in fact that area right there. Let me zoom in so you can see this. There you go. This dotted line, you see this? I'll make it full. There you go. The white line right there. MPI. Boom. So price went from this MPI, pushed onwards. That's the second, let's say, low of the year. Price continued getting higher, broke all the other MPIs, came to this one here. Okay, the 50% of these beautiful 125 and 37 main MPIs, these are important. Price came right there and began a second bearish push towards the downside. Now it's fastly approaching the 75% MPI, sub MPI, which is the 1210 level. I've shorted it here, taking a small short position right there. Small stop loss 19 pips, small take profit 67 pips. Trying to just be in and out of this position as soon, quickly. I want to grab a couple of pips, and the way I'm going to be trading this is when price comes to this level, I'm going to start setting a pending order. Now what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to get this here, drag and drop, and I'll set it somewhere there. I don't know where I'm going to set it right now because I want price to go there before I do something. But like I said, we'll wait for price to come down there. 1210, 75%, the red level, green little line right there, 75% sub MPI. Once price comes there with my short, I will then begin thinking of buying. Now the next move should be taking us all the way up to the 137.5 main MPI. Now that's 1335. So even if I enter somewhere here, that's still going to give me about 10,000 pips if I manage to ride the trade. But I think it's going to be an easy one, very easy. I think I'm just going to pick up the money off the floor on this one. I think it's going to be a very strong push. We are now on the 10th of May. Yeah, 10th of May. Anywhere by the 15th, let's say by the 20th, latest of May, we should have a push, because the last couple of times price came here. Firstly, I need you to see a nice reversal pattern right there. So candle closed red, candle made a new low, daily chart, price closed green. Easy buy, easy buy. I know it's easy to show it in the past, but anyway. Then we go over here, same scenario, price came down, made a new low, went up, and then the next 2 days were red before price going up. So we can't never predict it to the dot when it's going up, even though sometimes we do, but it's not always, so it's very hard. Anyway, I'm expecting price to come down in the next 2 days, at least around this level or even lower. So I can even set my take profit here to 86 pips. Even 100 pips could be okay, but I don't want to mess around with it too much, so I'll just put it right there at 86 pips. It's totally fine for me. I'll be happy with that. So yeah, gold should be going down. I've just entered this position recently. I've set a small stop loss here, 19 pips. Taking it down, once price comes there, the only way I'm entering this trade is with a pending order. I'm not entering anything in market execution. By clicking buy or sell, I'll put it there and I'll let it get triggered. So yeah, I think that gold will really push higher. Very good technical reasons. I'm really bringing my attention, my active attention to this, and I'm going to be monitoring gold as much as possible in the next days. We have, right now it's Wednesday, yeah, it's Wednesday, so I'm going to be monitoring this as much as possible till the end of the week and starting on Monday again. Generally speaking, I'm waiting to buy it. I'm shorting it, small scout trade, taking it down before I'm taking it up. Once I get in, though, I'm going to stay in as long as possible. My first target zone will be this level here, okay? So I might close out 50% of my position or some percentage of my position and move my stop loss into profit, or just move my stop loss into profit. I don't know. We'll see. But 1290 is my first area, and then my main area, if I really see momentum on it, I'm going to stick through this one and go all the way up here, 1330, maybe even beyond. So that's for gold. Let's go over to silver. Okay, so let's go over silver. Silver is about to create a beautiful, beautiful pattern, a beautiful double bottom on a daily chart. I mean, that's pretty effective, right? So it's also the 25% MPI. I see silver heading down to 16, maybe down to 15.75, which is the 75% MPI, creating a double bottom in this area here and heading higher. Silver should have the same fate as gold. Even better, silver should gain more than gold has. Okay, so I believe that silver will head well above 50, gold above 2000. Maybe not this year, but it's going to go up there soon. Aside from the long term, well, totally long term, or as we in Cyprus say, data long term, I think that silver is also heading higher in the short run. So we're probably gonna bounce up from this level here. Let me just make that beautiful in green. So somewhere there, the 15.75 area, price should come down there relatively soon. Maybe stay there a little bit, create a nice reversal pattern, and shoot up. Now, silver requires lots of margin, so even the 0.01 requires 15 bucks. One lot position, with Pepperstone 100 leverage, I need 1.4k, so it's much more than the, not much more, but plenty more than opening a currency trade. So also the pip value is very different. So as you see here, let's say if you sell here, 36 pips is 1.6k. So you know it's quite dangerous. You don't want to be in a big position right away. What I would advise to do is, if you will be trading something like this, is to scale into a position. What I mean by this is basically pop in a position, a small one at a specific level that you think is the best price level you can get into. So pop into a position right there. Scaling in means you're going to start with a smaller position. I would advise even 60%, maybe even 80% smaller than you normally trade. So if you're taking a 1% risk per trade, I would definitely tell you to go 0.1 on this one. Start out with 0.1. As price starts going in your direction, you'll find places to enter and re-enter and re-enter, and you can slowly start increasing your position size, or even better, start compounding. And the best way to start compounding is, if you have a 0.1 position, the next one should be 0.6, same direction, and the next one should be 0.8, and then 0.1, and then it should be 0.12, and slowly it should head into higher profits. But I'll explain this in another session. Silver is currently creating double bottom. I really think that this will be happening soon. It should be happening around this area, just like the other time it did. As you see here on the daily chart, right at the bottom here, it created a sort of head and shoulders. And if I go, like, if I move over to the line chart, you'll see that one shoulder, head, another shoulder, and price just shot up. So wherever you would have gotten in, you would have been fine. We're waiting for a strong bull run now again. Now, if you enter this trade, you can make a lot of money. I mean, even with 0.01, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just telling you that I'm going to be doing it. Let's say you enter here and you ride it all the way up to the end, which could be all the way up here. I mean, with a 0.01, so let's say you're a risk of $300 for me. So let's set the stop loss somewhere here if I would be entering there. Risk reward is crazy, and this will relatively happen quick. I mean, the last time price came here, it went up to the next place in next area in 25 days, so a little over a month in trading because the chart is not counting weekends. It's a good risk reward, especially if you start scaling in, then you're going to go ballistic on rewards. Of course, risk management is a very important aspect of how you're going to do this. I'm of course going to be tweeting live about what am I doing and what trades I'm taking, and more importantly, I'm going to be going over this in our live trading rooms, which you definitely should be a part of. Very cheap, even free. So yeah, I'd love to see you there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so now. Click subscribe. I'm going to be active on the videos again, very active. Very active on Twitter, very active on Facebook, most importantly in our live trading rooms. If you have any questions, shoot them on our email address. Our website is tipsmatter.com. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. All the best. Seize the day and seize your trading and make the most of it. Ciao from me. See you guys.